Okay, Alyssa Kelly is joining us. She hosts a podcast about books. What is the name of it, Alyssa, and why should people tune in?
So it's called main character syndrome because whenever you're like just your day to day, you feel like the main character. That's where you belong is on our podcast. So we talk about all the books that we absolutely love, different themes. We talk about tropes that we absolutely hate. Do you have a favorite trope, Julie?
Mm, not that comes to mind. What's yours?
My favorite trope is enemies to lovers. I'm a
Oh, wait. No, I
sucker
do.
for
I do.
that.
Well, I've been reading a lot of books about like trauma in the brain, like the body keeps the score is my favorite book of all time, but I'm currently reading a
Ooh.
book written by a neuroscientist called The Brain That Changes Itself, which talks about how the brain is capable of creating new pathways.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say I have read a lot of books that are written by like Tina Fey or Amy Poehler. I loved Anna Kendrick's book Anna
Mm-hmm.
Faris, so but I do need a good romance book though. Do you
Oh,
have a
girl, I got a
recommendation?
lot of recommendations for you. See, I like to escape in my books. I sometimes
Yes.
like to learn some stuff, so I have some nonfiction, but a lot of my stuff is like fiction. I like to get out. I want to go learn about dragons and vampires and princesses
Yes.
and princes.
I guess I did read all the Twilight books and then I sat through all those uncomfortable movies. So maybe something I need you to recommend me something.
There's something so much better than Twilight.
Girl,
Yes,
everything's better than Twilight. I was an
anything is better
impressionable
than
teenager.
Twilight.
Okay, if people want to check you out on Instagram because you know, get them Instagram followers, how can they do that if they want to see the books you guys are talking about?
Yeah, so follow us at Main Character Syndrome Pod on Instagram and TikTok. If TikTok is available. If not, then just main character syndrome pod on Instagram and YouTube. We will find other platforms in the future. You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere that you get us.
Okay, I'm going to tag you. I'm going to have the social media brand manager or whatever. They're supposed to start tagging you and I'll have them tag that podcast as well.
Sounds good.
Okay.